This video is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Number 1, read the line.
You will behold the glory of my sacred wood.
That's not him.
Okay.
Number 2, read the line.
You will behold the glory of my sacred wood.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Number 3.
You will behold the glory of my sacred wood.
That's him.
Every year, 1 in 5 gamers is accosted by an elf. We're tired of elves.
Hello, Lore Hounds, and welcome to Instance Gratification episode 7. Today's DDO episode is called Paying the Piper. I'm sorry for the delay in posting this. We actually recorded this a few weeks ago, but other video stuff took the forefront. So the title is aptly enough because this is actually the first time that we've decided to tackle one of the adventure packs. So we took all of our points that are awarded for coming to the community event, and each and every member bought the Catacombs adventure packs, which contains a couple of different dungeons inside of it, as all adventure packs do.
The resting cells, blood, and bodies are everywhere, as are webs. Perhaps spiders are responsible for the slaughter.
This is easily the most well-balanced group that we've had. It's also one of the bigger ones that we've run with. And we kind of needed it because this was easily the longest we've been together as a group going through one of these adventure packs. We did the entire Catacombs, which lasted us over 2 hours because there's so many different versions and quite a bit of running around. Originally the group decided to play it safe, so we're playing on normal here, so everything kind of just drops at the first swing, even from myself, the healer, without any attack power.
The stench of corruption grows Maybe the spiders didn't kill these people after all. Maybe it was something else.
The opening sequences are pretty cut and dry, just run through and kill stuff. There's no surprises, mobs, there's nothing really original, no cool puzzles or anything like that. We do have the normal bit of traps and stuff around, but it's pretty straightforward for the beginning. Story's pretty basic, go figure things out, nothing fancy.
Like 1,000 buttons. It makes me sad.
I don't think I've used this spell yet.
Okay, so looks like a dude. He's just kind of hanging out.
In Dryden's Chamber, this is actually a place you'll go back and forth to possibly half a dozen times. And each one of these conversations you have with him is actually part of the adventure pack.
Yes, you talk to this guy and leave.
Is that it? Are we done?
You just talk to him.
Okay, cause this is like the next 5 dungeons. So we gotta talk to people.
We're powered through this game. Let's do this on hard, because the last one was kind of pathetic.
So after talking to Dryden, we decided to up the difficulty a little bit because it was just too easy at that point.
Nope. Okay, this dude.
The amount of times you go back to Dryden gets a bit cumbersome because it requires a lot of walking around, and it also uses the Z-axis where you have to go up and down. So it gets a bit hairy, and we got a little lost, which is noobish of us, but hey, it happens.
One of my heals is actually an attack on undead units.
Of course, since since this dungeon was a bit easy, I had extra time to look through my spells and stuff and realize some things I never realized up to this level. Hard definitely was much more of a challenge for us. We had to actually do a little focus fire when we got to that point, and we've decided that when we have groups of this size to just do stuff on hard unless we're way under level, because the normal stuff isn't that fulfilling. Personally, I need an actual challenge to enjoy playing a game. If I steamroll through it, then it just seems boring.
The south wing. This way you hear the rattle of iron, the low metal.
These later stages brought some new mobs, the ones that are actually standing next to Dryden.
Oh, there's metal dogs.
Still using oil. I like oil flicking.
Yeah, I fell.
And the mechanical dogs actually put down oil slicks that cause you to fall, and someone with, like myself, who doesn't have a very balance-heavy character, pretty much fell every time he walked over one of the little puddles.
I don't ever fall.
But I think you have high
Yeah, it's high balance or something.
Yeah, let's give it a little while.
And then we got really cocky after being able to handle the hard difficulty setting and decided to go to elite, which got to the point where rats started giving us some trouble. But we pulled through, and we didn't have really many, if any, we didn't have any full wipe and very few deaths. The level design is cut and dry, although, as I said before, we got some new mobs and stuff like that. But really, the story was what kept us going. It has a pretty good story, and it's interesting, and actually has some twists and turns in it. But yeah, the level design was very straightforward. Libraries, dungeons, catacombs, that kind of thing.
Wish we could spam that bio thing.
First, we did get everyone's favorite exploding sarcophagi, and we can't seem to help ourselves when we see these sarcophagi and just run around and demolish every single one until we're overrun by mobs. It's just so gratifying to see those stones go flying.
Don't open too many at once, because I have no spell points.
Here during this boss fight, we did exactly what we should have and opened every single thing.
Check out the range. Go for the range.
Yep, going.
The later stages of the adventure pack actually got so difficult where we actually had to start making sure we had all our buffs and had a focused attack. We basically had to come up with a plan of attack for these different things because it was just too difficult otherwise. And they'd overpower us in numbers more than anything.
Guys, I got my 2 defense things on now. Let's
Both
damage.
of my archers, guys. There's a bunch of
I don't do any damage anymore. This is awful.
Where did you go to your damage?
But I'm not taking any. Yeah, I'm not taking any damage now. I'm like hitting me and I'm not losing any.
You're less squishy, so
Well, I know, but I mean, like, I'm taking no damage and I'm like shooting me.
heal the healer who has no spell points. Oh wait, Hi.
The Catacombs adventure pack was it was very well rounded. It had a lot to offer. The ending gave us fantastic rewards. This is actually the second ending, or the first ending. There's another stage after this, and these rewards were that good enough to excite us.
I got like a slice thing.
As I said, it was a very long adventure pack, so it's definitely worth the money. It'll keep you busy for a while, and it is repeatable if you want to do it all in Elite and an Epic setting to get more loot. Of course, you won't get the repeat of the story, which was very nice, and to the point that we're not going to tell you exactly what happens in the story, because it's something you should go play yourself.
Puzzles were much... Whoa, don't. That's the chick.
The story gives you returning characters, a family kind of quest line, and it gives us a diverse set of level types, but they're kind of straightforward level design. That about wraps it up for DDO episode 7, Paying the Piper. We're going to try and get into a monthly sequence for these episodes going forward, so hopefully we can get Instance Gratification DDO episode 8 out in December. So stay tuned for the site for those details. Have a good one, Lore Hounds.